Hi everyone, hope you're all doing really well. I am really excited for this video. I have had quite a lot of requests in to do a macros update. As you know, I've taken a little bit of a break from macros. I have been eating healthy, but I just am getting back into it, and I thought it would be a great time to share with you guys what my macros calculation is and then what I will be planning to eat for the whole week. I have got some really lovely recipes lined up, and I'm going to be going through my macros intake in terms of my protein, fats, carbs, so you guys can get an idea of what I have portioned everything out to. And I'm going to be planning a breakfast, lunch, dinner and a snack. So I really do hope that you enjoy this. I hope that this is really informative and gives you an idea of what macros life is all about, and I hope that you can get some lovely ideas in terms of the recipes, because as I mentioned in the past, I don't really cut out anything from my food intake, but I try to just portion everything out because I think that's how the macros works, and it's working really well for me. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing in terms of starting up a new macros weekly intake.
So I'm just cracking some medium-sized eggs into this bowl. I usually make my breakfast in advance, especially when I'm doing macros, and it's just so much easier to make these things in advance, and then you can just heat them up on the day. So I am making for 4 days worth of this scrambled breakfast. So I have just added 3 eggs per day, and then salt and pepper and some curry powder. I'm going to mix everything up really nicely and just make sure that everything's really nicely mixed up before it goes in the pan. I have used fry light on my frying pan before just putting the mixture in and then scrambling everything up. As you can see, I've separated this into 4 containers to last me for 4 days and added some avocados and tomatoes as a side.
I don't really need new friends, so spend your time with me.
I absolutely love making these KFC mock style chicken thighs and having them with sweet potatoes. I make these in the air fryer, so I know that they are super healthy and such a great healthier version to try from the KFC ones. All you need for this mix is 1 cup of flour, then you need 3 tablespoons of garlic powder, paprika, and then also 4 tablespoons of onion seeds. You can add salt and pepper before you then place the chicken into the egg yolks and then batter. And then I've just placed 4 into my air fryer tray. As you can see, I've spaced everything out, and they go on the chicken setting for 20 minutes and they come out super nice and crispy. This is the perfect snack to have if you have a sweet tooth and are craving sugar at any time of the day. What I love about macros as well is that you can have any of these meals any time of the day. So if you want something really sweet in the morning, you can have this instead of the breakfast that I made, and you can just swap things around, and there's no time limits on when you have to eat during the day, so it's not like fasting or intermittent fasting. So this snack is super easy to make. I've just added 1 scoop of protein powder. I have in advance frozen my bananas, and I've added 1 banana chopped, and then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a dash of coconut milk, and then some Greek yogurt, so 1 cup of Greek yogurt. And as you can see, everything looks so divine and it's so tasty. You have to try this. If you do try it, comment below on what you thought. So dinner I'm also making for the next 4 days. So I always love to make these types of meals in advance for the week so that I can eat healthy when I have no time or little time to make dinner every night. So I'm just adding some fry light to the pan and adding my chopped onions, and then we'll be adding 2 garlic cloves crushed and just letting everything cook nicely.
You don't have to wake up.
Just taking the minced lamb and then just making everything nice and broken, and then I'm going to add in lots and lots of different spices. I use so many different spices and I always change the recipe each time, but it always ends up tasting really delicious and I absolutely love it.
Your favorite music gone all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared.
This is my favourite part, just rolling everything up into a nice handful of these meatballs and just making sure everything is really compact as well. There's nothing worse than having a broken meatball, so just making sure that everything's nice and combined, and I'm just adding that to the pan to cook off, and then I'll be adding a tin of tomatoes, and it's the most easiest recipe that you can make.
Have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. Put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
I am making the couscous also in advance for the next 4 days. So I've got some whole wheat couscous in this container, and I've just added 3 cups with some garlic powder and some salt and pepper, and then some additional seasoning. I always add some paprika and then just mix everything up and add some boiling water and leave it to rest. And it just makes the most fluffiest couscous that you could ever see and eat, and it just always ends up tasting so delicious, especially with this recipe.
Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
In terms of macros calculations, I always weigh everything in advance and calculate everything before I make the meals, but I have 1 cup of couscous and then also 3 meatballs with a dash of Greek yogurt.
I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and you have enjoyed watching all of my macros recipes for the week. Please let me know what your favourite recipe was down below, or if you have any questions in regards to macros, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so already, please do remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can get a reminder as soon as I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.